I want to talk about a different method to take a root and change it into a factor. So let's say we know that, so for the complicated root, so say we have a complex root like 2 plus or minus 3i. So 2 plus 3i and a 2 minus 3i. And in the other video, we had x minus 2 plus 3i and x minus 2 minus 3i. And then we had to do the whole crazy the distribution. So another way is we can say that x is going to be equal to 2 plus or minus 3i. Because that's how we got to the root, right? Or x is equal to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to manipulate this so it is a factor equals 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. So x minus 2 is equal to positive or negative 3i. Now, my goal is to have something here that doesn't have an I. So what I'm going to do, since this is on its own, what I'm going to do is I'm going to square both sides here. So I know an x minus 2 squared, so whether it's positive or negative, it's going to have both be positive, right? So if I square the 3i, I end up getting a 9i squared. So x minus 2 squared is equal to a negative 9. And then I can say, if I actually square this out, I have an x squared minus a 4x plus a 4 equals equal to negative 9. So now I can add 9 to both sides. And I get a plus 13 equals 0. So now I have this is my factor. And if you can always check it, you can put this back into the quadratic formula and your answer should end up being the 2 plus 3i. So that's a way to do it without having to do this weird little thing here. Now you can also do this if you have irrational numbers too. So let's say you had 5 plus or minus the square root of 3 as your answer, which you often get when you do the quadratic formula, right? So let's say we ended with 5 plus or minus square root of 3. So we're going to start again. X equals that. I'm going to subtract 5 to get the x minus 5 is equal to the positive negative square root 3. And the same thing here where we squared it to get rid of the I. We're going to square both sides here to get rid of the square root. So x minus 5 squared, which I'm going to go ahead and FOIL it out. So it's x squared minus 10x plus 25. And whether it's positive or negative, I'm always going to get a positive answer. So square root of 3 squared is just a 3. So then I can subtract 3 from both sides to get this equals 0. So then this is my factor.